Hello, welcome to the latest stop on the 2010 Telegram Football Tour. We're here on the campus of Rocky Mount High with head football coach Dickie Schock. I'm sports writer Trevor Seibert. To my right, I got sports editor Jesse H. Nunnery, and of course, sports writer Nick Camerata with us. Well, Coach, thanks for having us out here today.
Appreciate it. Glad to hear.
How have things been going so far? How's camp started out so far for you guys this year?
It's been okay. We're a little bit young up front. I went home and told my wife yesterday, I said, we're not very good. She said, how many years are you going to come in and say that? I said, I don't know, one more at least. So we'll see.
Gotcha.
Yeah, in year two, I mean, do you feel at least that the kids maybe know a little bit more what to expect in camp from you?
Yeah. The big thing we fight is the commitment to it. You got kids pulled in a lot of different directions. We're going to miss some kids on a scrimmage tomorrow. Now we got some pretty good guys that have been there every day, and we'll get to go. But I've got a couple that are going to miss that should have known better. So that's part of it. And we try to tell them you get out of it what you put in it. We've had a good turnout. We had a great turnout, probably 50, 55 a day through the summer. And those were good numbers, but we had a couple fall short when the official days started, and they're going to pay for it. And they have to understand that.
And of course, you're coaching at a place with high expectations. How would you characterize last year? I think some people would forget that you didn't make the playoffs and win a game.
Could have been a lot worse. I felt like we got better as the year went on. I think had it not gone in that direction, it would have been tough. But we had a good group of kids. We didn't have, obviously, the offensive line that they had from the 2-3 previous years. And we're sort of back in that cycle where it's young kids right now that are going to step up and take some lumps. But down the road, they're going to have a chance to pull together and be pretty good.
And part of that leadership last year was your quarterback. Can you kind of tell us about the two kids that are competing right now at the position?
Well, you've got DeAndre Harris and Waldo. Call him Waldo. Waldo's a senior. He has a lot of quickness. He's a strong kid. I've told him he's about that far from being pretty good, but that's the space between his ears right now. If he can get his head right, keep it together, he can be pretty good for us. He's competing with Tevin Taylor. Waldo's a little bit stronger, a little bit quicker. Tevin throws a great deep ball. Tevin is a leader and can be a player for us. I think Waldo's got a slight edge right now, but we're going to see. I think both will get some reps and a chance to play. Waldo might do a little better behind a young offensive line right now because it could be a death sentence if you put somebody back there who doesn't move as well.
Is there anything particular about your offense that those offensive linemen would have to pick up, quick to help the team?
You just have to understand to get off the ball. That's been the biggest change for these guys. Understanding where to go has been okay, but getting off the football. And several of them played JV last year, and they got some time at the end of the season with the varsity. But it's a step up to get out here and try to make those blocks. You got to take those first steps, but you got to take them 100 miles an hour to get there. And that's where they've had a little bit of a struggle, that adjustment. But it'll come.
You mentioned talking with your wife, said the team wasn't too good. How important then can this phase of the season be in this period before the games even start to kind of change that?
Well, I look for Thursday. We're going to be a little bit short, but that just means some other guys have a chance to step up. We'll probably see some guys that may not have gotten as many reps had everybody been in, but they're going to get a chance. And I told them, I said, you got an opportunity to seize it. We'll have Friday, then Saturday. By Saturday, we'll be a lot closer to full strength than what we'll have when we go to Bertie. I really look to see that we get after it on Thursday and that we show some improvement into Saturday. And we're going against some pretty good people, so it'll give us a chance to measure up. And the non-conference schedule is stacked, so we'll find out. So we better hit the ground running.
Despite having a youthful roster, what would you say are some of the strengths and weaknesses of your team offensively and defensively?
We've still got quickness. Don't know how fast we are, but we're quick. We got some kids that can play a little bit. We've added some size. I think the group that's coming in is a lot bigger than what we've had before, and some of those kids may end up playing before all is said and done. We've got a pretty good group on defense right now. Javon Smith's having a good preseason. Miguel Valdez playing lights out right now. Jamor Parker's having a good preseason. Another kid, Lakedrick Jones, has also stepped up and been a surprise. So we've got some people that can play a little bit.
All right, well, we certainly appreciate the time, Coach.
Appreciate you being here.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next stop.